Look who's visiting the bird feeder again. It is the red-headed woodpecker. And he doesn't know I'm here. I'm hiding behind the plants in the kitchen. Ah! And he still flew off. Look! That titmouse has a little inchworm in its beak with all of the seeds that it brought. So it came over, it brought a little inchworm, and then it caught a bunch of seeds, It brought a bunch of seeds from the bird feeder to eat. That was amazing! I mean, I know you guys actually, everything I read says that the chickadees and the titmice, most of their diet is made up of insects, but they eat so many seeds every day. I was like, I don't know, maybe I just have some lazy urban birds. But no, he just flew over here with a little insect on his way to pick up some seeds and like build together a little birdie meal. That was adorable. Well, not for the inchworm, but adorable. Oh, that was so cool. That time it had a cricket in its mouth and it came over to gather up seeds too. I have never seen them do this before, where they will go and they will... Oh, are you back with the cricket? No, this is a different titmouse. Where they will go and they will get an insect and then they'll come over here and snag up some seeds too. It really is like watching them put together a meal. It's amazing. Are you guarding your nest from me? Are you sitting up there watching over everybody? Where's Ossii? Is he in there with the baby? So you in charge? She really does seem like she's guarding her little nest. I love it. It's just a simple little oatmeal box, but it's what's inside that really matters, and they take good care of it, huh? Yeah, guarding your baby. It's really pretty. There's still a crow that's kind of calling in the distance. It almost sounds like it's mimicking a duck or something like that, so it's kind of adorable to listen to it as it flies around the lake, confusing everybody, sounding like a duck as it flies overhead. But it's very, very beautiful. Very cloudy. There's a little bit of rain, just a tiny bit of it coming down now and then. Tropical storm Bonnie is moving through, and right now it just looks like gigantic, beautiful, puffy clouds that I'll try to show you guys in just a second. And it's just been a very subdued day. I guess when it rains, I get a little bit slower. Like, you just kind of want to take it easy. Are you guys like that when it rains? Sometimes I get super excited and I want to do things inside, but when it's like day after day of rain... Oh, there's my heron. Hang on. Found a tiny treasure. Oh no, come back. Is there somebody inside? No? Maybe recently, but nobody in there. Maybe there is someone in there. Well, I'll put you back then. Wow, isn't that beautiful, you guys? I love slowing down and just looking at what I might discover hiding on the ground like this. I love these little tiny mossy worlds. They're just so beautiful. Somebody's nest up in that tree. I want to say a squirrel jay, but I'm not sure. That is how big that tiny little spider is. He is so itty bitty. He's so cute. This is so awesome. Doesn't this look like a apple or something like that that's just been thrown on the side of the trail? It's actually one of the mushrooms, and if you look closely you can see an ant working his way in there. But it's been so rainy and humid lately, with the combination of the rain coming in from the tropical storms off the east coast, and then the humidity from that because it's getting into summer season in the 80s most days, and you're starting to see all these really cool and very beautiful, in my opinion, mushrooms just pop up all over the place. And I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm so enchanted by mushrooms because they show up for so little time. They just show up for this tiny window of time and then they disappear. And you can walk a trail you've seen again and again and again, and it will just change every day because these tiny little fungi, sometimes not so tiny, this one's actually pretty big, will just show up out of the blue and provide a little boost of food and nutrients and decompose whatever matter happens to be lying around and just help the forest out. And I just think that's beautiful. Guys, look at the size of that shelf mushroom way over there. Oh, if only I could get closer to look at it. It looks beautiful. It's so far away though, and way up a tree. So even if I could get close to it, it would just be like a beauty shot from underneath it. But that's so cool. That's what I mean. You can walk this trail again and again and again every day. And when the humidity and the heat starts kicking in, then all of a sudden it just changes because you can see surprises all over the place. I will admit, I'm going to miss watching the blue heron fly around the lake. They fly so low. I don't think you guys can see him over there way in the distance. There he goes. They fly so low over the water and their wings just barely skim the top, and I really love it. Off he goes. I think he's headed into a tree. Is he headed into a tree? Oh, do you hear the kingfishers? Oh, they have a lot to say about that. Yep. And he just landed in a tree in the distance, and we have some angry kingfishers behind us. How fun is that? The kingfishers normally try to avoid people, and they let out that angry chattering anytime you disturb them. And I think these are two that have actually been chasing each other around the lake, so I don't think it's me that's disturbing them. I think it's each other. So I don't feel terrible about it. Oh gosh. But yeah, they have a lot to say. But yeah, I haven't been recording like the vlogs very much this morning, and I'm actually not upset with myself about that. That's really cool. So you're going to hear the angry kingfishers chattering at each other in the background. But yeah, today's been a really quiet day. It's just been a little bit rainy, and I've just been kind of relaxing and watching all of the animals, listening to my birds, listening to my very loud baby bird, who sounds a little bit like those guys actually, tweet, 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 when he wants food. And I keep waiting for that tweeting to get annoying to me, and it hasn't. And I think that's because I'm just so enchanted with the fact that I have that little guy in there, that I have another one of Ossii and Persimmon's babies, and I really, really wanted to have another one of their babies. I gave my mom like the first 3 clutches they had, including blues and all sorts of like not common colors, a beautiful strong red-headed male singer, and then my parents had to move and had to give all of those babies away. Those are the babies that like were the very, very first ones I ever recorded for the channel, so my very first clutches, and they had to be hand raised for a time when like it got so cold because our heater died in the night that they almost died, and then there was a carbon monoxide poisoning, and then they made them move with me. So they meant a lot to me, and that's why I gave them to my parents. So it's just kind of a sad twist that for my parents to move into the home that they found that was really good for them, they had to give away all their birds, and dozens of birds. But that's okay, because my dad messaged me today. That's a project I'm working on, you guys. I am collecting joy moments from my family, and my goal is to collect joy moments and put them into a book and gather up pictures that they share on Facebook or they share with me. My family is a family of shutterbugs, which probably isn't hard to believe. But I want to gather up all of those pictures and their joy moments, and my mother's artwork, maybe my sister's artwork because she enjoys painting, maybe just like snippets of moments of my artwork, like pictures I take of nature. And I want to put them together into a book to give my family at the end of the year, to share the joy that we all have in our family, independently and together with one another. And I think that's really important, because my family's personal dialogue tends to be focused on the many issues that we have. Like the health, my parents' chronic health issues or financial issues that stem from that, or like my brothers and my sister, and just paths, struggles. It's very, very recent that things have gotten to the point where they're not a hand-to-mouth struggle every day and wondering if my parents are going to make it. Those kinds of things are normal in my family, but the result is that we all support each other and love each other deeply, but phone calls are almost always like, do you have enough money to pay the rent this month? Or how's that new medicine working for Dad? Is his heart like doing better? And those are kind of like, it's like my family's been stuck in crisis mode for as long as I can remember, and we're finally beginning to reach a point of survival and stability that I would really, really, really enjoy gathering up the good things and sharing those with my family. And they say that for every bad thing that happens, like it takes like, what is it, like 7, 10, 12, 24, I've heard all of it, that many good things to be able to kind of balance out the impact it has on your life or your self-esteem or your energy levels. And I feel like that's why I want to make a family joy journal, because my family's been through so much. Depression, like chronic anxiety issues, chronic health issues, really devastating financial issues. The heron is really active. Oh my gosh, that's because the crows are being a bit of a brat, and the heron's in the distance there, you see? Because the crow is chasing him around. All of the birds are a little cranky today. I wonder if it's Tropical Storm Bonnie having an effect, but but yeah, just the joy moments. My family has endured so much, and we've supported each other through devastation and back. And that's wonderful. But then it takes a different kind of work after you survive to turn around and celebrate joy. You think celebrating joy would be something easy, but it's not. It's a conscious decision that you have to do every single day. Cultivating joy and gratitude and making the decisions to do the things that you need to encourage healthy growth, that doesn't just happen. If anything, the bad habits of, not even the bad habits, but just the exhausting habits from that time of chronic stress stick around because they're what you're used to. You stay in that fight or flight mode. You stay in that bargaining mode with yourself all of the time. And to cultivate a more peaceful life of stability and joy really does take a different kind of effort. I think I can hear the storm moving in, so I should probably go back home soon. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because my brother loves the idea so much that he swears he's going to turn it into a family tradition for when he starts his own family. Being able... Oh, I can hear the rain coming. I really will have to move in just a second. But yeah, being able to cultivate joy every day independently, and then maybe even make a book out of it. Like, not to show off, but to show the humble. Like my joy moments from my sister that she loves playing BitBlock right now with her daughter and husband, and they're having, or like Castle Crashers. They're having so much fun playing Castle Crashers. BitBlock is like a Sims 4 game, like inside of the Sims 4. Woo! That Heron and Raven are not having a good day together. But yeah, that's like, it can be that simple, or it could be like my mom when she said my joy moment for today is that I held your dad's hand while we watched a movie, or my dad who said that his joy moment was just watching the sunrise and as it just passed over all of the things that he and mom have collected on their adventures and the orchids that they try to take care of. I think that's beautiful, and it shows me an insight into my family that I haven't heard in so long. Because my first thoughts would be like their health issues or monetary issues. And then because they're my mom and dad and my sister and brothers, like you kind of have these assumptions of them in your head. You see them through the perspective of who they are to you. And so to hear them talk about their joy moments is really helping me discover my family in a way that makes them the independent people they are. And that's really amazing to me. It's really one of the most beautiful things I've experienced. So it's a little bit of extra work to kind of like text everybody every day and kind of be like, so what's your joy moment for the day? What's your joy moment for the day? And then I need to make sure I organize it correctly. I'm trying to keep like an Evernote file where I'll just sort of organize it. And I've decided I'll do it like by month, but I don't know if I'll do it by day because it'd be weird when there's gaps and things like that. I just think I'll like kind of gather it up chronologically, but then just like put it by month and not by day. And like I said, gather up art and pictures and who knows how much else, and it will be a little bit of work, but it'll really be one of the most beautiful things I think I'll ever create. So I'm looking forward to it. But alright, I'm going to head home. It's been a really peaceful day. I haven't done a lot, but I think I'm kind of in a transition period right now, knowing that we're moving to Ann Arbor and just feeling more at peace with who I am on like a deep fundamental level in ways that I didn't really anticipate. Feeling at peace being back in the forest, even though I'm in the middle of the city. People think I'm out in the middle of the wilderness, but no, there's an airplane overhead and there are people grilling and fishing for Memorial Day. And the rain really is starting now, but I did just want to mention that too today to you guys, that I'm really excited for the move. I'm really amazed at how in tune I'm beginning to feel, probably because of you guys and the vlog channel and the opportunity just to express who I am in a whole new way. I'm really feeling it. And it's different. And it means I'm not Siri the workaholic right now. But I'm really excited to become whoever I'm going to be now and when we move especially. And I'm really ready, like I said, to cultivate that purposeful growth because I want to change some things. I want to lose a bunch of weight, which sounds weird, but it's a form of self-love if you do it in a healthy way. You know what I mean? Depending on where you come from and where you go with it. It's very complicated. Anything to do with your body and your relationship with it is very complicated. But I know that's a big goal. And it's funny because I keep thinking, oh yeah, your 4,000 video goal, your 4,000 video goal. But somehow, that's really far away right now, and all I can really hear are the leaves. And all I can really see is being outside. So I'll just kind of hold on to that. Gotta get to work though, and what better time to get back to work than when it's like beginning to pour rain. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the rain. I wish that poor heron, he's resting in a pine tree over there who's been chased by the crows, a bit of rest. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. And it'll be really fun to just watch the person I want to become unfold in a more gentle way than like chaotic goals with really high levels of trying to meet them. This will be fun. This will be beautiful. There you go, buddy. This is a better spot for you than in the middle of the trail. No, not on your little back. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Stay safe, little one.